Jean with Beauty and the Stamper, and it is time for another Global Stampers video. So today we are going to be using various tools and paper and ink from the catalog, and our theme is Case the Catalog. So if you are watching from another Hopper's channel, welcome. And if you are from the United States and you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. You can find me at BeautyandtheStamper.com. And if you are in another country and would like to buy but don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'll put links down below. You'll be able to find your country in one of the other Hoppers, and they would love to take your order. So let's go ahead and get started. The theme is Case the Catalog, as I had said, and I wanted to do an easy card that I saw in the catalog that was just quick and super easy. And I don't know about you, I'm going to be using the 23 to 25 in color. I used Wild Wheat, and then the Regal's 6x6 Designer Series paper and the neutrals. And I will show you, I had leftover pieces, and if you ever have just little scraps and stuff, you can do this. So let's go ahead and make this card. I'm going to use the thank you. So I am changing it up just a little bit from the actual catalog, and casing is just meaning to copy and share everything, and we're going to copy the design and but not the colors and not the wording. And then after I show you how I would make the card that's in the catalog, we're gonna step it up just a little bit. For my base, I chose Cajun Craze, and you could see in the actual catalog, I think it was a garden green or a shaded spruce. It was a darker green. I'm going to be using the Modern Oval Punch. And so to start this out, we're going to burnish this down. So this is just an 8.5 by 11 cut right in half at 5.5 and then scored at 4 1/4. So it's going to make a nice 5.5 by 4 1/4 card there. Okay, so we've got the base. Then we take our strips and we're going to cut them to 1 inch by 5, I think. Let me just double check. Yes. So 1 by 5. So we have these different colors here, just like this. And then we're going to take just any piece of white, and we're going to take our Modern Oval Punch. We're going to just kind of go halfway there, enough for the thank you to fit in there. And then you just do it as straight as possible and cut. So look at you guys, almost every little bit of paper, we'll be able to do something with that if need be, or you can just toss it depending on what you do with your scraps. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp this guy with thank you. There we go. And we're just gonna center that as much as possible. I'm not looking straight ahead, so I don't know. But there we go. Now, what you would do is we're gonna put these down. And you can use glue, or you can use, take this one here. You could use glue or any type of adhesive, and I'm just gonna kind of make sure that this has around about the same side. It looks like I may have gotten it a little bit a little bit too close. I'm going to pull this just a little bit over. That's what I like about the glue, is you could really move it, but once it's stuck down there, it is stuck down there. Then I'm going to take the other piece here and I'm going to do the same side, or same thing on this side. You see, you don't have a lot of time. Like once it's stuck down there, you're kind of, that's where you're gonna go. Okay, I think we've got it pretty good. And then we'll take our middle piece and we'll be able to put that in between the two to get as equal as possible there. So it's a little bit bigger. I could have moved it in a little bit more. It's exactly what I thought, but that's okay. Nobody except for you is going to know this. So then you would take this and just adhere that right here. And look at that card. So quick, so simple. Uses your scraps, only uses a little bit there. But, so that's the card, right? That is our card. I'm going to actually take a picture of it with another phone just to show it. Now, we're going to step it up, you guys. Just take, when you see something in the catalog that you like, step it up. How? Just add a little bit of something. So I took another piece of Cajun Craze and I did it a little bit bigger, cut it the same exact way. So we're going to have this little piece like this. And we're going to be able to cut that, or place that just like that. So let's go ahead and add. And I did Cajun Craze, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if maybe a different color would be better. So I'm going to choose an early espresso since I have that piece, and see if that would be any better. So again, I cut this out a little bit bigger than what I had, and I've got this here, and we're going to be able to see. Is that any better? No, I don't think so. I don't love it. You just can continue trying and see if that is something that you might like. No, I think we're okay with the Cajun Craze. You could also do one on top of the other. Something like this, right? Now that is a little bit cuter. Let's see. That I do kind of like. Very cute. I think we will go with that. So I'm going to take this piece and we're going to glue that to that piece just like that. So see, we're making this our own now using the same basic layout. Yes, I like that. So now we're going to do the same thing. And I like to put the glue here because we always know where that glue is at. And don't worry about this. It doesn't have to match up as long as you get this the way you want it. Which you may want it bigger, you may want it smaller. You may want all of these colors on here, which could probably be kind of cute. So see how it doesn't really match up. And don't worry about that glue, it will dry. And you can put it right on there. We're going to pop that up just a little bit. And so, see, you're just going to make this your own. So I'm grabbing out some dimensionals here. And we'll put these dimensionals right on here. And go ahead, put that right over the glue. It's not going to matter at all. And then you can decide, is that all you want to do, is have your card just like that? Or do you want to make it a little bit more whimsical? Maybe add some thread in here or some ribbon of some kind. We're going to see. Before I decide 100%, I'm just going to put a little bit of ribbon there, see if I like that. And I mean, this isn't going to be how it sits, but just play with it and figure out what makes this yours. Does that add anything? I don't know. Not really, right? A little bit bigger. I don't think it adds enough to go ahead and add it. So we will take that. So I'm just showing you my thought process when I'm putting together a card. So let's go ahead and add this, because I think we're good where we're at there. I'm going to add it in the same spot. Lining it up there. And so there we have that card. You can again be done at that point. Another idea would be to make the base, maybe make it white, and then just have this a little bit shorter, and maybe you can emboss that. I mean, there's so many different ways that you could really step this up. So I showed you in a past video how I made these little embellishments. I think they would go really nicely, and so we're going to go ahead and use them. And all I did is I took some glue dots and some of the what's it called? Hold on. This is not the right color. I used a copper. The enamel effects, and put them on there and let them dry. And so then I can use them at a later time, which is going to be now. So you just take those off, and you can go ahead and add these to your card. Then you don't have to wait for them to dry or anything like that. So I'm going to put one over here. Just like that. Of course, you could always just add it. Let me grab that. You could always just add it directly and put them where you want. But then you have to wait for them to dry. Where here, if you make them and they're dry already, and you're good to go. So there we go. Let me know what you think. I think it's a very cute card. You can change up the colors. You can make it your own. There's so many different ways you could step this card up. All right, beauties, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.